It's Brett coming to you live from my precious brand new baby again, Betty, my new car. Or actually, oh my god, no, I went live on Instagram in my new car the other day, not with you guys. So this is actually the first time I've ever been live on Facebook in Betty. So I'm honored, and you are honored, of course. So today I want to come on here, and I don't know how long I'm going to talk because I kind of have to pee and I'm like sitting in my car, which is the fun place to be. But I want to talk about turning pain into gold, golden goddess style. Okay. And I want to give you some practical tools, practical spiritual tools, spiritual energetic tools to actually do this. Okay. Because your pain can actually end up being your greatest teacher. Hey, Winnie, what's up, girl? And say hi to me, you guys, when you pop on or when you're on the replay, say hi to me. Hey, Caitlin, what's up, girl? So I want to give you some tools here. And I want you to just reframe your mind around the concept of your hurts, around the hurt in your heart or the actual physical pain in your life too. Because here's the thing, you guys, and this is what is actually, becoming found out by science as well, is that physical pain or physical illness is actually rooted in mental and emotional and spiritual states as well. So the things that I'm going to give you are actually going to just help everything. Because health is a byproduct of emotional health and mental health as well. Hey, Steven. So I want to give you some tools here, you guys. I really want you to kickstart your own healing journey, speed it the fuck up so that you can be, through your lessons faster. Because here's the thing, we didn't come to struggle and live in pain. We came for the joy of living. Okay, and we have been given these tools, right? And I really do believe I actually invented my own healing modality, you guys. And I really do believe that we are being given these tools. Like, obviously everything is kind of like channeled, right? So obviously I channeled my own healing modality, the Brittany Taylor method of healing. I channeled that because there was a need for it. There's a need to speed up this process so that more and more of us can live our soul's purpose and live in joy, right? Like, at a soul level, many of us are just straight up fucking done fucking around. We're done, repeating the same lessons over and over and over again, getting sucked into the same emotional dramas and feeling the same heartbreak over and over again with different people. We're so done with that. Give me some hearts if you are done with that, okay? Because, yeah. Now, I'm not talking about actual gold. I'm talking about gold that you can use to heal your life and create your dream life, which may or may not contain actual gold. I know that at one point in my life, like, I literally know this at a complete soul level, that I will have actual bricks of gold just like chilling in a safe somewhere or something. Like, I just know that. Does anyone else know that, just at a deep soul level, that you will own bricks of gold? I've always known that. Even when I was a kid, I just always felt like that is just like obviously what I'm gonna do. So if you keep learning from me, you'll get those gold bricks too. So I'm just having some peppermint tea, but it's so hot, but it's so good. So I want to give you some tips here, some tools, okay? I don't have the safe yet. That's a lifetime goal, okay? So I can't actually teach you guys how to manifest actual bricks of gold because that's just like an inner knowing that I have, but it's not a complete physical reality now. But what I can teach you is how to heal and process your emotions at light speed using my Brittany Taylor method of healing, which I will teach you in my one-on-one program, the Golden Goddess Activation Coaching, you guys, which is open for enrollment right now. We'll talk more about that later though, because right now I want to give you these tools. So this is something that I've shared about in a few of my group programs, or actually no, just one of my group programs so far. This is a spiritual tool that I have been using since about 2013. And quite obsessively, although I've gone off and on it a little bit. But this is not going to make sense from the perspective of your logical mind. This is something that is just an inner knowing. This is something that I've found and that I've been doing, and I find that it works, and it actually works miracles. But it's not something that you're going to prove with logic or science at this point. But when is anything, that most of the healers say going to be, right? So what I've been using and what I've been working with, and many other people work with this too, is working with the violet flame. So what is the violet flame? It is an energy, okay? It is a healing energy. It is a high frequency energy. And when you use this energy, you literally transmute pain and you bring about lightness and healing. And I don't know exactly how it works, but it does work. And this is something I've read about in books. And it's a very spiritual thing. Like, I mean, it's channeled by ascended masters. And this is something that you can begin to use in your daily life through just visualization. And, you know, whenever you're in the midst of a problem and it just doesn't seem to have an answer, and you like literally, you're just like on your knees, you're like, what do I do? You have to bring in a higher light. You have to bring in like God, or you have to bring in the violet flame, which is this energy that I use and I practice. And when you do this, you will find that at some point, hey Jennifer, at some point, like, shit might blow up in your face for a bit, and it might seem like you just are having challenges after challenges after challenges. But what you'll end up noticing is that you are healing and processing things at a light speed compared to anyone else. So how did I find out about this violet flame, you guys? I think I read about it in some spiritual angel healing book, you guys. And I've been using it, since I was about 18. And actually, I used to say these prayers, and I was with my boyfriend at the time because we like lived together. This was like 7 years ago or like 6 years ago. And I used to say these violet flame prayers for like hours in the other room. And my boyfriend used to be like, what the fuck is going on? But then at the same time, he was like supportive of me, and he would like make jokes. He'd be like, you're the violet flame healer. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But this is before I was even doing any of this shit. Like, this is when I had literally just graduated high school, and like I kind of was going through a phase of darkness, and I just was called to these books that were teaching about the violet flame. So I just started saying all these prayers all the time and working with it and doing meditations every night on the violet flame. And some of those meditations I've shared, I think, in one of my group programs, Light, Joyful, and Free. I talk about the violet flame because the violet flame is literally one of the things I use to be light, joyful, and free. And it's one of those things that you can use when you're just at a standstill, and it's just like, okay, well, there's no logical perspective that can help me here. Like, the situation is clearly just totally beyond fucked. Bring in the violet flame, and you will receive an answer. And it might not come instantly. Like, it's not like you can just snap your fingers, play with the violet flame for one night, and then all of a sudden all your problems disappear. I've been working with this energy since 2013 or 2014, and I still have maybe 1 or 2 problems, but there are so many issues in my life that have literally just dissipated. And I know that they've dissipated because the emotional charge that used to be there, like the things that used to make me really fucking triggered or really heartbroken or really jealous, those things are just a non-issue, and now I'm just kind of this light bubble of joy, right? And I'm sure you can feel that in my energy, that there's just not too many things that emotionally hold me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, Jennifer says, slap it on me tonight in the astral. Yeah, so I want to share that, Jennifer. So Jennifer messaged me this morning. She's in my VIP group. She's one of my VIP babes, who I adore so much. But she said that I was like dream healing her, or like dream like doing work on her mind or something, which is something that I do a lot actually in my dreams. Like, even when I consciously remember my dreams, I don't remember doing this in my dream with you last night, Jennifer, but I do heal people in my dreams. So I'm not at all surprised that you had that dream. And a part of me really does feel like dreams are real. Like, it's not actually like I think sometimes dreams are just where souls are playing, because I've had way too many experiences where I've had a dream where someone says something to me or does something, and then in real life they do it like 2 days later or something. Like, okay, and here's another thing that can happen when you're working with the violet flame. So the violet flame is technically called the flame of transmutation and freedom. So transmutation meaning that it literally transmutes negative energy into positive. So it doesn't fucking matter what shit you got going on, okay? Like, you could be literally fucking dying, or you could like have the worst illness on the planet, or you could like, you know, have the worst relationship on the planet, like literally, and you could violet flame the fuck out of that situation and heal yourself. And I have done this. Like, I've had situations that were literally like dire, like literally I was not going to get out of these situations. Like, it was going to stay shitty forever. I've had very violent relationships, abusive relationships, that I've violet flamed the fuck out of by using this, and literally those people have like not instantly, but like within weeks or months or years become loving to me. So you can also use this tool for your relationships, but you want to use it. So, okay, here's my second point, you guys. You want to use the violet flame in congruence with also using forgiveness. Okay, so you want to be constantly forgiving others, forgiving yourself, and saying prayers around forgiveness. Or you don't have to say prayers if you're not a prayer person. I particularly like to use the spoken word and say prayers, but if you're a visual person, you could just imagine like all the people who piss you off during the day, forgiving them before you go to sleep at night. Okay, so that every day you start with a clean slate. Okay, and by using these tools, you can actually begin to do this. You can start with a clean slate. You can use the violet flame, which is the spiritual healing energy of a very high vibration that literally transmutes pain. And you can bring in forgiveness of self and others, okay? Do them together. You will begin to feel so much lighter. You'll have people, like relationships that you thought were literally hopeless, like you were never going to talk to this person again, or if you were going to talk to them again, they were going to be an asshole forever or something, and then have these people turn around to you. Like I've had this happen like a shitload. Like if you're having a situation that's really troubling you, like maybe you're like at a standstill with someone, there's no communication, it's bothering you, bring in the violet flame, bring in forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive them, and then let it go. Okay, and then the third step that I want to teach you here. So the first step is use the violet flame. The second step is bring in forgiveness of self and others. Like literally try and forgive everyone, or forgive as many people as you can possibly forgive, okay? This is gonna really clean your slate so that you can wake up every morning a new person, light, joyful, and free, and feeling like the golden goddess that you're meant to fucking be and that you know you're meant to be, right? The third step is actually going to be going beyond forgiveness, okay? Going beyond forgiveness. So this is kind of funny because I just taught you do forgiveness, do all this forgiveness, but now I'm saying go beyond forgiveness. So now that we've actually done the forgiveness, and let's assume that it's worked and you were able to actually have that healing take place where you forgive them and you forgive yourself, let's go beyond forgiveness and seeing the law of cause and effect. Okay, so, and also the law of divine perfection. Okay, meaning that those situations that you were needing to forgive were actually the situations that built you, that you were able to turn your pain into gold, right? Because here's a new perspective for you. What if everyone and everything, and even and especially those people that hurt you, were actually signed up by your soul so that you could learn particular lessons and do this work, do this healing work, turn your pain into gold, so that you could become the person that you know you're meant to be, the person who is lighthearted and joyful and free and helping others, right? Like, if I didn't even have the pain, you guys, I'm such a fucking selfish person. I'd never be helping you. I'd never be doing this video. If I had no pain, I would be just fucking shopping or fucking, I don't know, playing the guitar or something. But because I had to go through the pain and deep sadness that I felt my entire life, it guided me to these teachings. It guided me to the books. It guided me to the teachers. It guided me to all the healing courses and all the fucking shit. Like, that is why I'm here doing this work, and now I'm going to really make a massive impact, and I already am helping thousands of people. Like, I've got people from all over the world buying my courses, like wanting to work with me, doing my video trainings online for free, like doing my paid trainings. Like, if I didn't have the pain, I wouldn't be doing any of that. Can you see how the pain can be turned into gold? Can you see it now? Like, just with my example. And you could probably think of your own example. It's still so hot. The tea is so hot. I'm just trying to have tea in my car. Okay. Is that making sense, you guys? Is that landing? Is this resonating with your soul? Or better yet, is this healing your soul? Because it should be. It should be. So I'm giving you some very powerful tools that you may or may not even be fully understanding at this point, because like they're so fucking spiritual and deep, and it's actually stuff that I've been doing for so fucking long, but I just don't even want to talk about it because it's like almost like so fucking spiritual that it's like a lot of the normal people are going to be like, what the fuck? But I have to share, you guys, what has actually helped me, and it's the spiritual shit. It's working with these energies, right? Like, this is how I heal and process things instantly. I use my Brittany Taylor method of healing, which is a mix of all of this and everything, which actually will teach you how to heal yourself within 5 minutes once you get really good at it. And it will teach you to have such gratitude and joy for the lessons, for the pain. Like, you'll start to kind of love it. Like, when things come up now, I'm not like, oh my god, another issue to work on. I'm like, hell fucking yeah, this is fun, right? Jennifer gets it. Of course you do, babe. So anyways, the last final step that I was talking about, you guys, is just seeing the divine perfection of it all and seeing how, you know, whatever anyone's done to you or whatever you've done to yourself, like, everything is happening perfectly so that you could be in this precious moment watching this video and learning how to heal yourself, right? Like, if you didn't have the pains, oh my God, wouldn't life be so boring? Wouldn't your story be so boring if you never had anybody hurt you, right? Like, God, what would I even talk about if I didn't have that fucking one heartbreak that I had? Like, literally, I had like one heartbreak, and I talk about it all the time because that is what taught me to do the healing jealousy stuff and, you know, the healing heartbreak stuff, right? So once you start bringing in the violet flame, you guys, and working with these powerful spiritual energies and bringing in forgiveness every day, you will literally feel so light. Like, you can get to this place where you're just thanking the people that hurt you in gratitude because they built you, right? Winnie says, I totally agree, and like now I had a little backstep with the jealousy, so I'm rewatching your course again. Oh, I love it. Yeah. And isn't it great how it's like when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? Like, so you were ready for that course, and maybe now you're even more ready. Like, I go back to courses all the time and redo them too, right? Oh, I love that you're crying a healing cry, Jennifer. I've been having that a lot lately, you guys, and I don't cry, but like I'll just like hear someone talk on a live for like 2 minutes and I'll just cry because it's like, it's a soul activation, right? It's like, it's a soul truth that hits you with every cell of your being. And I swear it is like a soul activation. It's like a part of your soul gets activated when someone is speaking that deep soul truth. And expect a lot more of that when you work with the violet flame, you guys, and do the stuff that I'm telling you to do. Because holy fucking shit, like, honestly, you guys, I told you. So I started doing this shit in like, well, yeah, when I was with that, my boyfriend, who thought it was kind of funny and cute that I was always saying these violet flame prayers. And here's the thing, you guys, I never understood why I was doing that. Like, and I never understand why I'm doing anything. Like, when I'm signing up for courses, when I'm going places, like when I'm texting some guy or doing some crazy shit, I never know why I'm doing anything that I'm doing. But I know later, and I see later, oh, I was doing that because it was all putting me on my perfect path. Like, everything was leading me to this perfect place, right? So you can get to this place, and that's the third step, is seeing the absolute divine perfection of all of it, right? And if you're in a really hurting and painful place, you won't be able to get to that step yet. So step 3 is only when you've mastered step 1 and 2, which is violet flaming the situation until you bring up all the shit and you're guided to the mentors and the courses and the healers and whatever the fuck it is that you need to, you know, heal and process the shit and bring in more of the light of your soul so that you can really shine. And then once you do that, you'll be able to do the third step, which is seeing the divine perfection of it all and going beyond forgiveness to just seeing how, like, oh my God, that pain literally turned into gold for me, right? And it could even turn to literal gold. Like, hey, like, let's just take an example. So, because I'm going to have gold bricks one day, because I told you guys, that's just like something I've always known, is that I'm going to have these gold bricks. So I'm probably going to have the gold bricks because I'm going to build a multi-million billionaire empire healing people and, you know, teaching the joy of living. So literally, I will have turned my pain into gold. And you could do the same thing. You are doing the same thing. Obviously, you are also turning pain into gold bricks. That is what this live is actually about. You know what? I meant turning pain into gold, and I wasn't even thinking of gold in the literal sense. And then Kyle back there in the comments was like, oh, where do I find the gold? And I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Maybe that is what this is fucking about. Because why the hell not? You know what? This is a free world, and we have the ability to create literally anything. So every one of you, all of you, should create motherfucking gold bricks. Because abundance is abundance. What do you think I meant when I said the golden goddess activation? What did you think I meant by that? I meant gold. I meant real, legit gold. Let's get rich, bitches. Because abundance is abundance. But also, beyond material wealth, because let's face it, even if you had those gold bricks and you didn't do this healing work, you're gonna feel like shit. Even if someone gave you 10 gold bricks right now. If you don't heal yourself, if you don't heal that pain that's been brought up for you to heal, you're gonna still feel like shit no matter how many fucking gold bricks you have. So it's about all of it. It's about doing the healing work and having the bricks of gold. It's about both, right? Can I get some hearts for that? It's really about both. One means nothing without the other, right? And that's what true abundance really is, you guys. It's, you know, spiritual abundance, it's material wealth, material abundance, it's, you know, emotional abundance, mental abundance. Like, literally at this point in time, like with the whole universe, it's like we can't leave one without the other. We have to have emotional balance, we have to have mental balance, we have to have enough money to like do whatever the fuck we want and more, and like we have to have all of that. Like, it's not enough to just tend to one without the other. We have to have fulfilling relationships with people who we adore. Like, it's just, all of it is necessary, and you can have all of it. Like, nothing is freaking off limits. The only reason you think things are off limits is because you think they're off limits, or the only reason they seem off limits is because you're thinking that, right? So, oh, I love that, Jennifer. Oh my God, you're such a soul sister, because I see that too. Like, whenever I see celebs going through shit, I'm like, oh my God, fuck, just take my course. Just take my course. Let me heal you, right? Britney Spears. Oh my God. I would love to help Britney Spears, especially since I heard like she went to, didn't she go to like the psych ward or something? Or she went to, not rehab, but like rehab for when you're like feeling crazy or something. Wasn't that like in the news recently? Like, fuck, like holy shit, like someone send me there. But at the same time, you guys, this is something very important I want to teach you right now. Hey, Astral, what's up, babe? This is something very important I want to teach you. Do not force your healing upon people who didn't ask for it. Okay? You will waste a lot of time and energy, and there are people who need your healing that will actually pay you for it, and then you can live the life you want to live while using your actual gifts, right? So don't waste your time trying to heal people who aren't ready for it and who don't even want it, right? Like, before I was actually doing this as a business, I wasted a lot of fucking time just trying to heal like everybody around me, like anybody and everybody, right? When a lot of people, they're not interested, and they're not even ready to heal, because one of the biggest components in true healing, you guys, is actually having the desire and the decision that, hey, I'm gonna heal myself, right? So don't waste your time and energy. Heal yourself. That should be your highest priority, because once you heal yourself and you follow what you're guided to and you follow your joy, you will naturally become like a magnet to all the people who will benefit from you, and you don't have to like force it upon people. And I know, like, you want to help people, you deeply, like, if you're like me, you deeply feel for people and you know intuitively what they need to heal, but you can't give it to them without them asking, right? It's a waste of your fucking time. And sorry if that is a harsh truth, but you gotta hear it. Good, I'm glad. Yes, exactly. Oh, I love you too. I love all of you. You're all wonderful. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Message me about the Golden Goddess activation one-on-one coaching with me. We are starting in like 4 days, so message me for the link and for the info on that. This is the highest level you can work with me. I am gonna walk you through all of this, because honestly, you can watch this video and learn what I've taught you in this video, but you could still, and you probably won't actually fucking do anything, right? Like, it takes me so long to actually get things, right? Like, I've been working with the Violet Flame, I've been doing forgiveness since like fucking 2013, but I never had a mentor to be like, why don't you try doing some forgiveness again? Or why don't you try using the Violet Flame again? When I was going in my downward places, right? Like, I didn't have anybody to bitch at me and, you know, hold my hand while simultaneously kicking my ass through it, right? And I am here to do that for you. I'm here to be your guide so that you can do the healing that I've done in 7 years in 3 or 6 months. So message me if you want the info on that. And you should, because it's going to be next level as fuck. And also, you get free access to the Brittany Taylor Method of Healing online course, And then you also get me walking you through the course and teaching you how to do it yourself, so that by the time you're done, you're going to be an expert on healing yourself, and you can go teach other people how to do it too. So yeah, that was super fun, guys. I love you all so much. I'll just recap. Book the Golden Goddess activation package if you're feeling called and if we're a good fit. And message me for the info on that. And that was the first point. Well, actually, that was the last point that I just made. The first point, work with the violet flame. Okay, so you can just visualize this violet energy, or just say a prayer to it, or just Google it. Do some meditations around it. And also be aware, though, that when you're working with the violet flame, it may feel like all the shit like comes up to be healed for a while. But you'll be grateful for that, because once you're done, you will feel almost not even human at the amount of joy and freedom you feel, right? Like, you will laugh at things that used to make you cry. And it's because you will literally transmute the pain into gold when using this tool. The second step is forgiveness of self and others. And I have a really great forgiveness prayer that I can send you, actually, and that I've posted in my Joy of Living group a lot. My free group, The Joy of Living by Brittany Taylor. Just the free group. I'm like, what is it? Oh, of course it's The Joy of Living, but is there anything more? Because now I've got the Joy of Living VIP group, which is like, oh my god, I love you guys in my VIP group so much. Every night when I go to bed, I just like visualize all the people in my VIP group just like getting sent with all this love and violet flame energy, and it's a healing energy. It's a healing energy that will literally transform the fuck out of your life. Start using it. That was step 1, and then step 2, forgiveness. Forgive everybody. I've got a great prayer for it. And then step 3, once you've actually worked with the other 2 steps a lot, is seeing the divine perfection of it all, which actually goes beyond forgiveness and goes into this state of like complete gratitude for all those circumstances that have like built you, in a sense, right? Because without that pain, you wouldn't have got to the goal. Okay, guys? So, love you. That was fun. I'm gonna actually leave my precious, beautiful baby Betty new car that I'm obsessed with. Don't I look kind of hot in it too? Oh my god, I'm kind of feeling myself right now. Anyways, love you guys. Remember, you came for the Joy of Living. Message me about the Golden Goddess activation if you're feeling called, and we'll talk soon. Bye.